And coming to you live here from Seoul National University, founded in 1946. This prestigious national research university has a global focus. We are here today with ESL Open Cup Asia Division 101, the lessons and the basics that we will be teaching you. I am, of course, your profesora, Yaku of Yakuzaku, and teaching with me is el profesor de la Universidad Comunitaria en el tema de las escaleras, like a doctor. Light, I'm just doing Light.
The doctor is in, mate. What's up, everyone? We're back with another edition of ESL Open Cup Asia, and it's great to be back. It's great to be here. I hope everyone is ready for class. I hope everyone is ready to learn something. I don't know if we're ready to teach anything, but we'll see. We'll see how things go here. As mate, we're diving into our first series.
We're diving into our first series, our first lesson here. We will be covering TvZ, kicking it off of Berlingrad. We're in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, starting all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, currently being proxy hatched. We have our red Terra player coming out from the land of Korea, representing Team GP. Wait, I need to double check that. Yep, Team GP. He is Percival.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Berlingrad LE, he's a player that at least I am a massive fan of. He's the American Zerg player. Usually we see him in the mornings in Battle of the Americas, but here he is full degen, going for the proxy hatch. It is Reaper.
This is why I love him. It's one of the highlights of any Apprentice IMO.
Yeah, he's a great American player. I believe he is teamless at the moment, but he is GM, and he is one of the cheesiest players out there. And this madman took both gases. He's going for a Roach Ward, he's going for proxy Roaches, and Percival has no idea.
Absolutely none. He's going in with his SCV Scout. A little bit of time will be spent mining this one mineral patch, but shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Oh!
Doesn't see a hatch. Okay. And he goes back in.
Yeah, he was rallied back for a moment. I was like, oh god, no, but he does go into the main base. He will see one gas. He hasn't checked properly yet, so hopefully Percival... Okay, there we go. He does dive in. He will see everything, and now he has to try and prepare at home. And this madman skipped his Reaper. He went straight for a Marine. Oh god!
I think he canceled his Reaper earlier on.
Yeah?
He got the... Once he saw that there was no hatchery, luckily enough, unfortunately that wall is not a wall, but Percival rather cannot spend any time getting an add-on at the moment.
Yeah, it's such a shame because again, Percival actually, he intentionally skipped his Reaper and the Marine came out first, and now the Marine's dead. A couple of SCVs already going down. Oh my god, no, sorry, never mind. The Reaper almost died actually. Jesus Christ. The Roach is already here. The wall's on the wall. Uh-oh.
Not at all. The bunker, at least, will not finish!
Oh!
It was just a second off, and from here, I'm really not sure if Percival has the units to defend. He's pulling a couple of the boys, and he will at least finish the bunker.
It doesn't matter. The bunker's not in range. Like the Roaches, they're gonna camp the mineral line. They're gonna one-shot workers.
That they will. Percival really wants to get a cycle at the moment from that factory.
Yeah, and that's so important. Nice surround there, one of the Roaches, so now the one-shot potential is not there. These Roaches are going to be cleaned up. They're dealing damage, but we already have a second CC from here. And now, what is the plan for Reaper? He's actually continuing to pump out more Roaches.
And there's nothing in the bunker at the moment. There's nothing in the bunker at the moment, Light.
Oh god, there's nothing there, but he doesn't know. He backs off. He doesn't go off the ramp. He's looking to bank up a couple more Roaches, and Percival's in an interesting place. He's got a Cyclone on the way.
He does have a Cyclone on the way. A lot more kiting potential for these Roaches, and, you know, worst comes to worst, he can still try to snipe an Overlord that tries to give him high ground vision.
Yeah, exactly. The question is, like, is this Cyclone going to be enough? Because, like, these Roaches are banking up, and they're planning to bust in, right? And get on top of that Cyclone. Well, Cyclone has to be careful.
Or the Cyclone can go down.
Oh, does get a lock on.
Does get a lock on, but Percival is playing with fire here. He goes very deep into creep. And he cannot afford to send that Cyclone home.
Yeah. Exactly.
Back away.
Yeah, the lock-on was wasted. Like, now he's stuck outside. That he can't get in. There could be a world where maybe like we see a mule down here just to repair, but that's crazy. So far it has stayed hidden, and second Cyclone is about to pop.
Yeah, Percival actually buying a little bit of time, distracting Reaper a little bit.
Oh.
Keeping him on his toes, and just like that, he's able to evade the Ravagers. I got really worried. That Cyclone was still one volley away from getting taken out, but he does get up the ramp in time. He does repair it.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, it looks like we're going to have a Ling flood behind this. Lings are on the way. Ling speed just finished up as well. There we go. So again, this is still very much so all in. Can he do it? Oh, we have another nice lock-on, but no, the lock-ons get denied.
They do. Oh, these really sim forward. Or I say sim forward. They rush forward to try to deal with those Zerglings. One Cyclone already taken out. The other one dangerously low.
Jesus Christ. That was so close. I feel like the luck is on Percival's side. A couple of times, like, his Cyclones have been in really rough places, but they just keep surviving. Now, again, we have 2 Cyclones out. Sure, the Ravagers do get a bunker, but only a single bunker. And this time, the Lock-ons do get on top of the Ravagers. And
doesn't quite take them out. Reaper will have to think twice before moving those Ravagers forward, but as long as they're alive, they can still get their Corrosive Biles down. I think this Overlord is too far forward, though!
Yeah, it's too far forward. The Overlord is going to go down, and that's going to supply block Reaper. Meanwhile, Reaper, he goes up the ramp. We have plenty of Ravagers, but they have such low health. He targets down the bunker. The bunker goes down, but what about the Cyclones?
Cyclones are still very much in play. A couple of SCVs here. Once they couldn't repair anymore, they act as a buffer, and the Cyclones are still alive. GG is called. Percival. It's game number 1, and that concludes our first lesson, students.
Cyclones are pretty good.
Cyclones are good. Yeah. Look how we.
Yeah.
See, this is why we're co-teachers, you know.
We back each other up there, and
yeah.
what a game! I do think that again there were a couple of moments where like if one Cyclone had an additional Cyclone have died, then like things would have snowballed. Like that was a close game.
Very close. I'm 100% with you there. Cyclones were the absolute MVPs of that game. A couple of them got really low, down to redness of health, but because they survived, they were able to get a couple more volleys out. They could be repaired. It wasn't quite in Reaper's favor.
Yeah. I mean, again, shout out to Reaper because, mate, he's an NA ladder hero, and he almost took a game off of Percival. I'm a little bit scared though because again, this is totally up Reaper's MO, and I'm sure Percival has never played him before, but now he's gonna be like on notice.
But that's that fear. That's a mind game.
True.
That will destroy Percival, potentially. We'll see. As we continue our lesson here on 2000 Atmospheres, LE. It's a history lesson about the 2000s. Specifically music from the 2000s. In the top right-hand corner of the map, starting all the way in the top right-hand corner, we have our red Terran player coming down from the land of Korea. He is, of course, going to be representing Team GP. He is Percival.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of 2000 Atmospheres LE, we have the American Zerg player currently down in this series, but not out. It is Reaper.
Hatchery's at home this time.
Yes, I think what I want to say is that when it comes to our singing and our performances on 2000 Atmospheres, it is purposely bad because if we show off our final form and if we're too good, then Twitch does flag us automatically for music copyrighted. So
the entire VOD is going to be muted or taken down. That's what it's going to be. So
there you go.
Yeah. We need to shift it slightly, you know?
Exactly, mate, exactly.
That's the copyright lesson.
We're learning a lot today.
We really are. That's what we were promised from ESL 101.
We're teaching a lot today, mate. We're teaching.
We are. Well, I'm learning too. You know, they say that I'm the teacher, but really, I think they teach me.
It's probably very true.
What?
Is that what Dennis said? Is that what your lecturer said to you? Oh god. I feel so bad. Like there's a bunch of people watching right now. There's like a whole there's a whole backstory with Yaku going to college and having a lecturer who was just
biggest sellout.
who was just awful at his job or good at his job. I don't know. I should.
He asked me if I needed a guest for my podcast, Steel's movie podcast.
Yeah, you gotta respect the hustle, mate. You gotta respect it.
Not the hustle.
Oh god. Meanwhile, here in this game, in game 2, I'm a little bit surprised. We have a very standard opener from Reaper. Oh, but I spoke too soon. As soon as Reaper leaves, mate, we have a lair.
Oh, that is very quick. Off of 2 bases as well. I'm thinking 3 more gases from here.
Oh, I hope so. This is so scary, right? The Reaper right now, its job is to try and scout. He does get into the main base. Oh, the Lings were a little bit out of position, but oh, so far they do zone him out. But the Queens, they don't stop him.
That they do not, and Percival does get his eyes on that lair.
And now he knows to be afraid. Now he knows, okay, could be a Nidus, could be Spire if he takes extra gases, could be anything. So now he's going to be playing safe and conservative, and Reaper is going for mass Lings. Mate.
Ling Nidus?
Mate, drop a Lords, mate.
Drop a
Lords, mate, right? Maybe?
It's gotta be. He's getting pneumatized Carapace.
Yeah.
And he's keeping these Overlords at home. What else could it be?
Exactly, like you don't like he's not getting this to scout. He's not gonna scout, that'd be insane. But I think he's gonna get hard countered because we have Hellbats. We have an armory.
We do have Hellbats. Funnily enough, Percival himself is trying to go for a very, very quick Hellion timing.
Yeah. I mean, even if all these Lings stayed at home, and to be fair, there are a lot of Lings, like Hellions / Hellbats, they love Lings. They're exactly what they want. Oh god. They're about to run into each other.
And the Marines already target down a couple of these Dropalords. Percival doesn't even care, yeah. He's calling Reaper's bluff right now.
Well, I mean, Reaper doesn't care either. Yeah, we're going for a base trade. Let's go!
You know what's funny about this base trade? Percival's going for Banshees.
Ooh, yeah, he is going for Banshees. Meanwhile, here we go. The Lings do get across them. No, there's 2 Hellbats at home. Oh, but okay, he does avoid them for now. I mean, he even brought the Queens, by the way.
He really did, and honestly, it's only 2 Hellbats. Now 4 of them. They really need to get in a good position if they're going to be able to defend. The Queens have started to target them down, but the Banshee is out.
The Queen Micro! The Dropalord Micro! Oh god, he's trying to keep...
Micro.
Yeah, he's trying to keep them alive, but so far the SimCity is pretty good here from Percival. The Banshee comes out. Cloak gets denied, so we do have some anti-air, but is it going to be enough?
I highly, highly doubt it. Queens are just about running out of transfuse energy. Still a couple of Lings here that Percival hasn't really dealt with, but doesn't really matter in the end when Reaper is down to 0 workers. GG is called, and Percival will take that series 2-0. I didn't even have time to get the GG button ready there. This is another lesson, by the way, students. Always be prepared, because you never know when players are gonna GG. 2-0. I love the series we just witnessed.
GG. I just love that Reaper saw the Hellions outside his door, and he had a choice. He could turn around, or he can go. He can keep going. And he's like, "Let's go. Let's just send it, mate, and see what happens." And again, he was dealing a lot of damage. You know, it would have been a great all-in, only if there weren't Hellbats at home. Ugh.
Yeah. I think all things considered, going for the base trade was probably the better choice instead of coming back home and defending. But at the end of the day, it's like you said, Reaper kind of got blank countered.
Yeah. Because even if all those Lings and Queens stayed at home to defend, like he probably would have died anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
those Lings and Queens would have died.
Yeah. So it's a rough position to be in. But yeah, GG, well played.
GG. This is why I recommend everybody tune in to the NA Apprentice VODs. A couple of them are still up here on Twitch. And eventually we'll have them on YouTube as well. Reaper is he's fun to watch.
Oh god, he's great, man. He is great, and hopefully we get to see more of him. Again, like Reaper, he's also in our Discord. Sometimes he pops up in the chat. If you're listening to this, Reaper, I hope we get to see more of you. And I hope that you fix your sleep schedule as well. Because I know it's not the best time in the land of the Americas right now.